Hey everyone, Carl here. Welcome to our YouTube channel here at Unbox. And today we're going to talk to the guy who won back-to-back skirmishes. So he is officially our skirmish destroyer. Talagang, pakaway na, kaway naman kayo dyan.
We've been doing that the whole time.
What the F? Okay, so anyways, we'll be talking to Justin. He'll be giving you guys a quick lowdown or deck tech of his deck that he used to win both, which is Yoji. So let's go.
His deck tech of Yoji Royal Protector. His hero ability is not this wall of text here. His hero ability is the bottom right corner.
Which is the 22 life.
Which is the 22 life. That's the only reason to play him. And it kind of shows you what the point of the deck is, which is to fatigue. It's very defensive. The main reason to play this deck is because in our meta there's a lot of chain and there's a lot of dash. And the best way to consistently beat them is not to race them because their numbers are too good. It's to fatigue them out. And that's why I'm playing Yoji. And that's what this entire deck is built around.
And it worked!
Yeah,
because you won 2 skirmishes back-to-back.
A lot of the deck is built around using Rampart of the Ram's Head to be able to pitch a blue and pay 1 resource. And then you will use the 2 floating resources somewhere else. So in the Runeblade matchups, this allows you to AB2 the Rosetta Thorn. And then there's also a bunch of D-Reacts in the deck that cost resources. So like staunch response and peace of mind. So you can pitch a blue to block with a Rampart and then use the floating extra to play one of these cards. This lets you pair Rampart with any of the cards to cover almost every single breakpoint. So you can block with a card for 3, you can block with a card in Rampart for 4, you can block with Peace of Mind in a Rampart for 5, a D-React in a Rampart for 5, so the list goes on. So you can very easily line up any breakpoint with your cards and be able to shut it out completely. The rest of the deck is some life gain cards. You can play up to some life gain. You can play up to 8 depending on your meta. Basically just more copies of these cards. This current version only has 5. The Blessing of Patience is in here for to be able to get turn 0 with Imposing Visage. That's the only reason that there's 1 copy. There are the 0 to cast D-Reacts just because they're good defensive value. In Flesh and Blood, there's not a lot of good defensive value since a lot of cards just block for 3. The math on offense is just better, so these cards help with the defensive math. The reason this deck
wins.
Probably, yeah.
Or kills.
Yeah, or kills, yeah. Just 3 drones, that's all you need. You only really need 3. You know what this does when your deck is empty, you just keep droning for 6 and they will run out of cards and you will not. It provides inevitability and this card should be rebanned. Yeah, this card should be rebanned. Not because it's like broken, it's just very boring to have drone mirrors. I think if this card gets rebanned, it's not even gonna kill this deck because as a Guardian, they will just have more cards than you anyway.
Yeah, the card advantage, the economy is in your favor.
Yeah, in the Guardian's favor anyway. So, rebanning this will actually just give more identity to Yoji. It will now be the main, like, it'll be the only deck that can fatigue for that many cards. Right?
Versus now you have different variations like Ira,
yeah.
Riptide, and stuff like that.
They wouldn't be able to match if they didn't have drone. Yeah. 2 Righteous Cleansing. For drone mirrors, this card will banish a drone. So you just have to follow where it is and then dominate this with a Tear Asunder or a Buckle. So you can play this with 3 blues, a Tunic counter, and then Tear Asunder. We have about half the deck is blues.
That's a lot.
Yeah, about half the deck is blues as a Guardian. You really just want a lot of blues. And we just pick good productive blues. So Imposing to get the Blessing. Or Stamp Authority, which is another blue. Where is it? Stamp Authority. Nice blue to fetch. Nice aura to fetch when you have the space. Macho Grande, just some poppers. The Dominate is surprisingly relevant in fatigue games. Warmonger's Diplomacy.
You run this main deck?
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't have this in the skirmish actually. I just added this today.
Okay.
But I think it deserves a place in the deck.
Yeah, because it blocks for 3, right?
Yeah, it blocks for 3, it's a blue, and then it's really good at putting a bottleneck on the Rune Blades. Terra Sunder, as I've said, yeah, running 2 of these. Probably one. This is one of the best Guardian Blues. Non-attack also, which matters for Kasai. Thunderquake, and then just some attacks. So Thunderquake, Disable, Cranial Crush. With the Rampart, we're gonna be running Titans. I don't think there's anything else. Crown for the head. Tunic and Critter Fist for the chest and arms. Your games will go long. Tunic over Tectonic Plating. You can run Tectonic Plating, but in longer games, the Tunic will just have a lot more value. And then for the legs, we have Ironhide legs because we are pitching for Rampart very often. So it's a good outlet for any floating resources we have. So Rampart and then Oasis, you'll have one floating left. You can also Tunic counter for this. You can also pitch a blue AB2 and then block with this. There's a lot of scenarios where you will have the floating, and you'd rather have this than Iron Rock.
What are your most difficult matchups?
The most difficult matchups. My most difficult matchups are probably Prism. Aura Prism is automatic loss. Yeah,
it's a good thing no one runs a lot of Aura Prisms.
Aura Prism is automatic loss. But the thing is, like, I'm fine with that because you will die to everything else.
Yeah.
So, have fun playing Aura Prism, trying to snipe exactly me.
That's the point.
Yeah, you will die to everything else. Reiner also, but in my testing,
They have the IRO.
yeah,
Super
or they need to come up with a game plan. They can't just play out their hand because I can outlast it.
There you go. So are you playing this again this weekend?
I don't know. Maybe.
You can say because I'll upload this after the skirmish.
Okay. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
You don't know yet. Okay, so watch out for that. So, guys, that's actually it. So, big shout out to Justin, our team captain again, who won two skirmishes. And hoping to see him win at least one more so he has the set of CF Genesis. Justin, say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That's it, everyone. Catch you in the next episode. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and watch those crazy people wave at the back. It's okay. Peace.